Looks like everybody's late tonight. Oh, here's Ellen Friedman.
Hi, Rabbi Galit.
Hi, Ellen. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, let's be positive this week. So I'm very
Absolutely.
well. Rockety, rockety, rock.
Things could be better, but things could be worse.
That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. I know.
And Barbara is here, and Albert is here, and Shalom, everybody. Barbara says Shalom, Ellen, and Marvin will be here in a second. And Shalom, Albert, I love you. Shalom, Troy. other chat. There's what I call the universal chat, which is everybody on Facebook and YouTube. And then there's the Zoom chat, Zoom room chat. The Baruch. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. And it just occurred to me that if I call it the universal chat, that kind of goes along with being universal Judaism. Your love has embraced us always, in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day, your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. The Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kol Malkuto Le'olam Va'ed. Listen, Israel. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Set these words which I command you on this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Before I do this, the muft here into this week's Torah portion is, it ends with this, in this trope. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. Thus you will become holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Adonai, your God, is true. Who is like you, Adonai, among all that is worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Interesting. O God, you are a consolation to your creatures. For in moments of forgetting, we but call to mind your care, and we're comforted. When we hope no more, the pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. You are here, we fail words to say. Ma tov. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgedah v'yitgedah shemei rabbah, be'alma divrei chirutei ve'amlik malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei kol beit Yisrael, bagala bagala uvizman karib v'imeru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lol me'amaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitradar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kodeshah b'richu leila mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nekemata damiran be'alma v'imeru amen. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Kasei Avot ve'Imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem leman shemo be'ava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מקלקל קין בחסד, מחיי הכל, ורקבים רבים, צומק נופלים ורופא פועלים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מקיים הכל. Please take a moment for your own private prayer, silently from your heart. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו I will read a little bit from the Torah, and not from that maftir because that would be repetitive. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. I'm reading from, it's very short, from Numbers chapter 15, verse 8 through 10. ויהי תעשה בין בקר עולה או זבח, לפלג נדר או שלמים לאדוני, והקריב על בין הבקר מנחה סולת 3 עשרונים, מעלול בשמן חצי כהין, ויין תקריב לנסך חצי ההין, ישב ריח ניחוח לאדוני. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Hang on. Yo, Amy.
Sorry, I hurt my neck. Ouch.
Numbers 58. And if it is an animal from the herd that you offer to Adonai as a burnt offering or as a sacrifice in fulfillment of a vow explicitly uttered or as an offering of well-being, there shall be offered a meal offering along with the animal, 3/10 of a measure of choice flour with half a hin of oil mixed in, and as libation you shall offer half a hin of wine, these being offerings by fire of pleasing odor to Adonai. Obviously, they're talking about sacrifices. A hin. What's a hin? Anybody want to guess?
It's like a music measure, like we would have gallons and stuff. It's a hin. I don't
Right.
remember how much it is. It's like we would measure water and stuff with.
Exactly. It's an Egyptian measure, liquid measure, equal to approximately 6 liters or 1.5 gallons.
That's an awful lot of wine.
That's an awful lot of wine. That's they kept the Levites very happy.
I bet.
There's also a mention in here of the salt. I think, as if I'm correct. Unless that's in the next one. Might be in the next Torah portion.
In my translation, which was Rabbi Steinsaltz, he compared the one for the bull to the one of the sheep. And he said like the minka for the bull was like 3 times that for the sheep.
Yeah, that's right. It's I don't get it. I mean, that's just me, but that's sacrifice.
I know you did it. Just okay.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, that was their thing.
It was like, how much is a hen? I don't know. And it was like, what was it with the shekel? Did they
Yeah.
explain with the shekel and that the gera is like 20, there's 20 gerot in a shekel, and gera means kernel, like a kernel of grain. And then they said like with us, the carat, like with diamonds and gold, came from the garret because it's from the word in Akkadian or something, was similar to carrot, but it was said it was the same thing.
Well, there's also what was the other one? Omer.
Yeah, it's like how much a omer. I know that's kind of like the bushel, I would think.
Right, right.
So I kind of well, it would be like the bushel. I don't know how much. I wouldn't know a nomer from a bushel. I don't even know how much a bushel is.
Well, this whole section, starting with 15:1, the section of laws addresses the individual Israelite regarding the correct combination of ingredients for the various sacrifices. Reba doesn't know the measurements either. I don't either.
I know what 40 seah is. 40 seah. 40 seah is it's the measurement of a mikveh. That's all I know. I know how big a mikveh is, so I know what 40 say
That's
are.
right. That's right. It has to be that many. The rituals outlined here call for animal burnt offerings and offerings of well-being to be accompanied by grain and oil mixture and that huge amount of wine. Well, I mean, if they're going to sacrifice the bull, they have to eat the whole bull and the whole sheep or goat. The combination being reminiscent of a complete meal. Well, do they space it out over a few days? They have to eat it all in one meal.
But wouldn't they have to do that for each bull and each sheep? Give that much?
Yes.
And they sacrificed a lot of bulls and sheep in a day. They could be drunk for weeks if they drank all that wine.
Okay, it goes on to say, in the case of sacrifices, the meal is for the deity. Although the Bible describes these offerings as producing an odor pleasing to Adonai, it never states that God actually eats them. They were really for the Levites. And then it talks about challah a little later. But interestingly, that the Torah portion itself ends with instructing them about the fringes on their talesim. And the word tzitzit, there's an interesting drush I read that talks about the fact that the word tzitzit is very close to the word nitzotzot, which means spark. So the tzitzit, in a way, are to spark us so that we remember. Because the tzitzit are loaded with spiritual energy. So they spark when you look at them. I remember reading about a young Hasidic man who got horny and decided to try out a prostitute. So he found a prostitute and he went to her room and she undressed and he started to undress, and then he saw his tzitzit and they flashed. And he left. Amy likes that. It is, they're there for us to remember, right? That's the whole
Absolutely,
point.
but I'm not telling them.
They're there for us to remember. Okay. Onward. I seem to have so many windows open I can't chat. There you are. Yeah, they flashed. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Ours is the duty to praise the All-Sovereign, to honor the artist of creation who made us unique in the human family with a destiny all our own. For this we bend our knees and bow with gratitude before the Sovereign Almighty, Monarch of all, the wellspring of holiness and blessing. The eternal shall be one, and God's name shall be one. Tamara couldn't get on. How strange. Did anybody else have trouble getting on?
No, not at all. Is there
It
a way
just
I
took-
can contact her?
It just took longer than normal.
Huh.
It seemed like it took a while. It
Okay.
seemed like it needed to wake up
Yeah,
or
it seemed like
something.
everybody came in a little bit later than usual. That's odd. Except for Reba.
But they said that
Reba
it
got
might
it.
be,
Yeah.
they said they updated Zoom, so I need to check if we need to update Zoom.
There's
Ah.
been a lot of updates all across the board. Yeah. Not just Zoom.
Updating things is not what you should do if you're about to go into a streaming online thing. It's
And if you
Updating
make
is
your
a
living on the computer
bad
like me.
mistake.
Yep, I'm muted.
Tamara couldn't get in at all. Well, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Hold on a second. Albert is saying Mishaberak tonight for Valerie, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Rose, Malcolm, Mayo, Betty and her father, Amy, Tova, Rabbi Galit, Albert, and all our loving pets. I'm saying a prayer tonight for my friend Sharon Cohn, who she's in our blessing and prayer and blessing class, and she went to a graduation in Costa Rica and came back really sick. Not COVID, but she sounded really bad on the phone. And the girlfriend of Judy Barr's son, her name is Ije Oziman, Sherry Tunick, Yoel Ben Tovachana, Rala Madison on the loss of his kid brother, Benjamin Kirsch, Barbara's son. I'm sorry, I put that down. I meant to put that in the Kaddish. Ellen Rose, I don't know if she's sick today or what. I just know she contacted me and said she wasn't going to be here tonight. Ellen Friedman, Devorah bat Helin, Shmuel ben Shendel, Yohevet Rosov Bar, Etta bat Gittel, Gary Jacobs, Donald Willinger, Ada bat Chanya. Chanya, yeah, I love that. Robert Stein and Andrea Graboff, Rachel bat Benjamin, Moshe Lazar and Ben Chana and his wife, Tova Chana bat Pero, Ziona bat Chava, Chava bat Elsa. She's not here tonight either. Yosef ben Albert and his family, Batya Malka bat Pero Chaya, her dad, Menashe ben Menachem, Roland and Judy Hansen, Shendel bat Sharon, Chana bat Shendel, all the COVID-19 victims, all the sufferers of Guillain-Barré syndrome, all the Ukrainian people and their defense forces, all the families and friends of all the recent insane shootings, and there's going to be more with today's SCOTUS ruling. Reba sends healing energy around the world to everyone who's sick. Troy, anybody?
Well, I don't. I went to the doctor. I had a real good visit with her, and I'm finer than frog's hair. And I had an eye doctor the other day, and he says your eyes, my glaucoma was normal pressure, so my A1C was 7, which was what they want. So I don't know how I got the 7, but what they wanted. So I said, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Okay, good.
And I think Linda, Linda, I'm not sure. She fell, I don't know, last week. She fell last weekend, and then I don't know, haven't heard from her since.
Yeah. Okay, Tova Chana, she's saying Misha Barak for Etta bat Githel, Barry Cohen, Ada bat Chanya, Lisa Posner, Ellen Rose, Albert Madison and his family. Susan is praying for Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jimmy, Jean, Robin, Brandon, and Corey. Amy?
Yeah. Troy, wasn't there something that happened in Indiana yesterday? Was there something that happened yesterday? I thought.
Not that I know of.
I don't know why I thought I heard something. All right, Pam
Indiana?
and Hazel, our fearless leader over here.
I don't know if anything happened in Indiana. I don't know about it. It didn't happen to me.
I don't know. There's been shootings every other place. I don't know. I'll have to look at my app.
Oh, a football player died.
Oh yeah, there was 2 football players, right? 2
I
of them.
haven't heard of it.
Get their names up. There were 2.
There was a football player. He used to play for the Colts, and I don't know anything about him, but he's 55. I go, well, that's young.
There was somebody else. It was like 26, I think, a football player.
Oh yeah, it was from a. I think he was a basketball player. He played it for Purdue, and then he was going to be a pro or something. And he died. He was a young kid.
He was very young. And I got Janice, Albert Madison, my twin brother, Valerie Madison, Maddie, Beth and her dad, Tova, Kathy and Linford, my cousin Harry, Carol, Ellen Rose, Ellen Freeman, Jesse, Jane, Jamie, and her dad. They both have COVID. My friend, we call him Piano Dave. He has COVID, and his wife Katrina has COVID. Oops.
That sucks. Susan?
Oh, you mentioned
Yeah,
mine for me,
right.
so that's good.
Ellen Friedman? Well, Ellen today.
Hi, Rabbi Galit, Ellen Rose, Timothy Paul Taylor, Diane Fishman, And that's it.
Okay. Marvin.
Nobody today.
Okay. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei hacholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. The Mourner's Kaddish. Where is it? Okay, I believe we are observing the art side of Benjamin Kirsch, Barbara's son. Also, a woman that I met several years ago. We corresponded mostly on emails, but she lived in Southern California, not far from here, one of the synagogues in my county. Susanna, her name, she called herself Shanti Kotliar. Also in Pico Rivera, a woman and her 2 dogs were killed by a lightning strike yesterday. My performing friend Chuck Zeman, who died a few days ago. My husband Shiron ben Avraham Basara. The 15 million worldwide victims of the coronavirus, including the 1 million US victims. All victims of racial violence, discrimination, gun violence. Troy.
Finally. I'm thinking of Dr. Stan Irwin. He was on the voice faculty at DePauw University, and he was the choir director. He had a beautiful baritone voice. He died like 20 some years ago in a car accident of something. And I've just been thinking of him lately. I was in the community choir that sang with the orchestra and the university choir. And we did, last thing I sang with them was Carmina Burana.
I love Carmina Burana. Oh,
It was hard.
I
The first note
know.
to be a high B flat.
Yeah.
I know. I've done it.
Oof, me too.
But now a high B flat's nothing to me. I can sing a high B flat.
I
She
couldn't
taught me
do it.
how. I learned how to do it. I could do it on my own now.
Wow.
Wow.
And it actually sounds pretty. Back then, it didn't sound too pretty.
So
I
incredible.
am definitely an alto.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well,
I
she
used
said,
to
I
like-
like to sing high.
Oh,
I
Not
have
me.
Your
trouble
voice
singing.
is tenor. Yeah, your voice is definitely a tenor.
Your voice, you like to sing high. You're low going. I'm starting to sing some lower. But
Maybe you can even sing countertenor.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. Then they had this man. He sings soprano.
Right, that's
His voice- His
countertenor.
voice never changed. He
Countertenor,
sings
yeah.
soprano. He sings opera.
They're very rare and beautiful.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Trying to think of who. I used to know a guy that was a countertenor. I can't think of his name offhand. He had 3 names, and that always threw me off. Anyway, Amy.
Mr. Bob, as I used to call him, Robert Reber, Audrey, Robin George, Darrell, Edward Richard Enclave, Francis Johnson, Jose, Laura Frick, and everybody who's gotten killed unnecessarily.
Susan.
no names, thanks.
Okay. Ellen.
God bless you, Amy. Laura Frick and Alan Brown.
Reba prays for everyone who has no one to say Kaddish for. Tova is saying Kaddish for Shiron ben Avraham Vasara, my husband. Barbara McCormick, I think it's Rick DeSalvo, Patrick Shanahan, and Marvin.
Francis Johnson.
Please join me in the morning's Kaddish. Yit Gadal
Alvi Kadash Elma Divrak Yirte Yamrik Akute Bachayakon Yomekon Vachaye Kobeit Israel Agalav Vizman Khalif Nimru Amen Eish Mayam Meirah Amo Mea Maya Yitbarach Yitbarach Yitar Yomam V'Yitnaseh Yitadar V'Yitalev V'Yitala Shemeda Kudisha Leila Miko Birkata Bashirata Shpakata Venechamata Damiran Dialma Amen Hey Shlama Rabba Minchamaya Chaim Aleinu Ko Yisrael Imru Amen Oh say Shalom Ya say Shalom Aleinu Ba'al Ko Yisrael Ve'imaru Amen.
Amen. I have Hannah Senish on my mind. Mostly because I'm doing one of her songs in a concert on Monday. So I think I'll close it.
Mazel tov.
How many poems did she write anyway? I saw a little blurb about not blurb but her biography, but it never mentioned the fact that they actually had a play, a one-woman play that I went to see several years ago, back in the early 80s, I think. Anyhow, the director asked if I wanted to do a solo at this concert, and I said, okay, what? She said, I don't know, something inspirational. יש כוכבים שאורם מגיע ארצה, רק כאשר הם עצמם עבדו בינם. יש אנשים שזיו זכרם מאיר, כאשר הם עצמם אינם. the darkest night. These are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember. One of the last things she said in her diary as she was about to be executed was, "I loved the warm sunshine." Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being part of Sim Shalom. Sim Shalom is Zoomregation. He patented that, by the way, Rabbi Blaine.
Oh.
It's his word. I love it. Okay.
And this week is Pride Shabbat.
Yeah, there's a well, it's Pride Month. Yeah.
Because we have to wear funny
Actually,
colors.
I got a service. I got it from Jubilon. That's it's a Pride Shabbat service. I haven't figured out.
There's a Pride Seder I've got somewhere.
I seem to remember something about that too. I don't know if it's theirs or not. Might be.
I
Where
think
is
it's
this in
I think it's the
California?
congregation in San Francisco. I think it's Sharzov's
We have
service. I'm not sure.
in the concert. There's one of the fellows in the concert. He lost his husband about the same time I lost my husband, and we've kind of. And I wouldn't say we've gotten close exactly, but I wore a rainbow outfit, and I do that.
Oh,
all the
God.
time. I wore a rainbow outfit at the last rehearsal. He said, "Boy, you're colorful." I said, "Well, it's Pride Month," and he went.
I love you. It is Pride Month. It's wonderful.
It's
I
fantastic.
watched the parade in Jerusalem and then Tel Aviv. I shared it on Facebook. They had
Oh,
that
sure.
wider bridge. They were interviewing people in
Wow.
Tel Aviv, and
I think
it
there's
looked
one
like
in
everybody had a lot of fun.
Sunday.
By the way, if you think I'm smiling a lot, it's because I have 2 new front teeth.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, because my dog broke one.
Oh no.
I had
innocent
I had a
child.
badly chipped one,
Uh-huh.
and he fixed that one about 3 months ago.
Oh my.
So I had to call him in an emergency a couple of weeks ago and said, "Guess what?
Uh-oh.
She broke the other one."
He was hungry?
Yeah. I have a chipped tooth that I'm doing nothing about. I'm leaving it alone.
I just had a chipped tooth fixed.
This was a chip. It was vertical. It was absolutely. She must have cracked the hole
Oh my
and
goodness.
vertically, and I chipped it all the way down.
Well, she was hungry. You don't feed her enough. What do you want?
She was just saying, "I love you." I mean,
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's a
he
funny
said
name.
it pretty hard. Okay, shalom, everybody. Love you.
Shalom, we love you too.
Yeah, behave yourself. Oh, don't behave yourself.
I'll try not to, and I'm trying to keep my dog away from my face.
Good
I
idea,
do.
Rabbi.